Hello,
Hey!
everybody.
It's a big day.
We are feeling better.
Oh, I'm feeling good.
I am close to. I'm not 100%, but so close.
Yeah.
So thank you all
Solid.
for bearing with us the past. It feels like forever, but it's definitely been at least the past 2 weeks that we have been.
Yeah, COVID.
Pretty nastiness.
Okay,
But
so let's talk about this right here.
This is insanity.
So we're on Avalon Road. They're widening Avalon Road, and this is where the sort of widening ends for the moment. But our son-in-law, who is a traffic engineer for City of Winter Park, he drives through there yesterday, and he's like, this is stupid.
So Orange County National Golf Course was to our right, where that white fence was, and this is Schofield Road, and this is typically where, if we're getting on 429, this is where we're going to get on. But I've been instructed today I'm not. No.
So Amy watched when I hosted Coffee Time, and I told you where we were going to go. We were going to go last week, but we didn't feel up to it. So we're on Schofield Road. So we took you a year ago. Maybe.
Was it a year ago?
No, probably not quite. But anyway, we took you from the other side on what Amy refers to as the bumpity bump.
The bumpity bump.
We took the back road through Schofield Road, all the way through from Avalon Road to Route 27. Well, I discovered that you can still get there. So it has been closed off at the Schofield Road interchange for some time now. But
we can get all the way through to 27?
All the way through. So we're going to go down the thing. We're going to take the detour, and it's to a road called 5 Mile Road, which, how long do you think that road is?
4 miles?
About 5 miles. Who knows? I mean, it's out in the country.
Who knows,
right?
But it's so beautiful. Just take a quick moment.
We'll just start with this. That's why the whole reason to do this drive is to show you Central Florida.
And land. And this is not what people typically expect. I mean, these are not palm trees that we're looking at right here, right?
Right.
This feels more like you're in North Carolina or Virginia or South Carolina or Georgia.
Or if you've been here for a while, it feels like what this has been.
Right. Well, exactly. That's true. Because, so much of what has been new and developed, those locals, those original Floridians that used to be back here as teenagers in just farmland, they really see the new construction really not as a positive thing, They're like, I used to play on these fields. But, in our home in Virginia, you used to talk about how you and your friends used to play Army or whatever back there.
In the woods. Where we built our home eventually was the best place. There was a little cliff back there, and you could hide there really well. My friend Steve Sechrist used to be like a total ninja. He would stay there for hours.
Okay, well, that car made it through this direction, so I have hope.
Yeah, this is going to be awesome for how much she hates this.
I do. Okay, so
we used to.
I don't like this.
Okay, I know, but I'm going to just share with you. So this is when we talk about being a kid growing up in the country. We don't do this, but we would So kids now have like Nerf dart guns and stuff. Yeah, bumpity bump. Okay, but kids have.
This is a good vibrato.
Yeah. Kids now have the Nerf dart guns. We would shoot each other with actual BB guns.
Oh my!
It was a 1 pump rule. You could do 2 pumps maybe if your BB gun was a little weaker, but no goggles. None of that. That was really stupid. Don't do that.
That is horrible.
Don't do that. That's really dumb. It's amazing that nobody else.
Your cameras are gonna fall. I just know they're gonna.
They might, but we'll see what happens.
I'll go slower.
They're recording. Well, no, don't worry about it.
I don't even know. There's nowhere for me to go that it's not bumpity bump. You know what I mean?
I know. See, she's freaking out already. This is the fun of the journey.
I don't like
for everyone.
No, here. You want to know why?
Why?
So when I was growing up, I grew up in Virginia Beach, Virginia, and back at the end of my street were sand dunes, and then on the other side of the sand dunes.
Not your story.
Me driving.
This road.
I'm so scared. Oh my God! It's just bumping. There's a truck. We're gonna get in trouble.
Oh no. It's flagmen. Are they going to say you can't go?
Maybe.
We're going to find out.
Oh my.
No, they're just they're in case a truck comes out. So you're okay. Just go slow. Don't slide over into them.
No, I will try not.
We'll have it all on camera.
Right. Anyway, so growing up, at the end of our street were sand dunes. We'd walk to the end of our street. We'd go over the sand dunes. We'd go over the sand dunes, and then the Chesapeake Bay was there. And that was like a little private section of the beach for us. Yep. But when I was growing up, we had dune buggies. Do you remember dune buggies?
Of course. Yeah,
so we had a dune buggy. And I feel like I was far more adventurous as a child who didn't know any better.
I'm certain that's true.
My dad also had 3-wheelers for a period of time. So I remember one time taking me out to Suffolk, Virginia, which is where my granny and all my cousins live. And he went to a hunt club. And he took me in one of the 3-wheelers, and I was just supposed to drive around while he was at a hunt club. First of all, is that safe for me just to be driving around on a 3-wheeler around a hunt club?
No.
Probably not. Anyway, I was still nervous, but a little bit more daredevilish than I am now. And I remember,
a little bit more.
I remember just circling around this little building. And I remember one time I had too much speed and I went into a ditch and there was water in it. And so my dad came running because, he didn't hear it anymore. And he heard the of the engine in the water. That was not good.
You're going to have to pick up the speed just a little bit because people only have so much time.
Okay, but I'm nervous.
Well, yeah, but it's going to be fine. Right. We're in a truck. We're in a Ford. A God-blessed American-made pickup truck. We're going to be fine. Theoretically.
Fine.
Now, Southern Hill Farms up here 1 mile on the right. Now, we're going to take the detour that actually takes us around to the north of Southern Hill Farms.
Okay.
Right now,
actually smoother.
Yeah, we're headed west right now.
Go west, young man.
Yes, and then we're going to turn north, and then we're going to turn west again, and then we kind of loop-de-loop around. Oh, our camera bumped down. That was kind of weird.
Ooh. Okay. Sorry for what you had to be looking at.
All right. Oh, well, I'm sure I'll just cut to a different angle during that time. But look at this. Look how beautiful it is.
It is beautiful out here.
So, now, we'll talk about what's coming here. So eventually, by the way, I think they changed the name. It was going to be the Valencia Parkway, and now I think it's the east-west, so you're taking that detour. It's the east-west. It's the same road.
Is it?
Essentially.
Oh. Essentially?
Well, we'll find out. Go that way.
No, have you been this way before?
Yes. Well, I came from the other direction, but, there were only a few, big pools of water.
Honey, are you sure?
Anyway, and a couple gators. It's no big deal. Anyway. It's going to be fine. Ish. Anyway.
We're going to lose all form of communication because of the bumpity bump.
No, we're fine. Anyway. So now I think they're just calling it the East-West Orange Expressway or the Lake Orange Connector or something. I'll put it on the screen. I don't even know if there's an official name. But they're doing it in 3 phases, and the first phase has started now. And we took you through that Avalon Road where they're widening Avalon Road. Really, it seems to me, and I think this is also the official version, but this is my version, so... Orange County's going more slowly because their priority is to widen Avalon Road. That's the priority.
Yeah,
and everything's connecting to Avalon Road, so they want to make sure that's set.
Well, of course. Yeah.
On the Lake County side, they have Route 27, which is already at least a 4, and in some places, I think, a 6-lane road. In fact, I know it is. In some places, a 6-lane road. So they already have the bookend. And there goes our camera again.
I have to hold it here.
No, I can do it. Now my seatbelt locked up because you're driving like a maniac.
Slow down?
No, it's fine. It's just the seatbelt locked up. Good Lord.
It's bored.
It's like the bump and eats. It's like, you're bumping too much. Fuck, I need my seatbelt. Did you just get a video on YouTube where the guy crashed? Okay, anyway, no, I'm talking about this video.
Oh my gosh, honey, that's not funny.
No, I know.
Oh, this is a big bumpy bump.
Okay.
Oh.
The fun part of this is how much you're going to freak out. When you see what's coming. Anyway.
Honey,
no, there's nothing. Anyway, so phase 1, they're already building that. So that's where, and we won't actually see it because we're going to come out by the detour. But where they've absolutely just torn out parts of. Why did I do that? I guess it's just because it's bumpy.
This is bumpy bump.
This is a little bumpy. Just find a good path. Go way over to the side. Look at that. That's awesome. If you can probably see off in the distance, you got lots of orange groves and citrus groves. We don't know what fruit they're, but look at that.
That's beautiful.
It's just beautiful. So anyway.
I would not mind that as the back view of my house.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, I feel like that view is not going to be there as much.
Right. Well, so let me finish the thing. So phase 1 is happening now. Mm-hmm. The plans, I believe, are done for phase 2, which is going to be the part that comes across this area. And then phase 3 is the interchange with 429 and Avalon Road and all of that, which is coming. They say the plans are going to be done at the end of this year. So, this is crazy. The camera's going out. They say the plans are going to be done by the end of this year. So, if the plans are going to be done by the end of this year,
it'll be a while. We're
talking years and years and years. So, on the backside, I think here of Southern Hill Farms, which is a great place, by the way. Especially in the fall, they do blueberry picking, and they get big sunflower fields sometimes. And then as we come around this turn up here, assuming anybody makes the turn, we'll see. So if I look out in front of us, see there's like construction out there in the front. So this is the here's the
view.
No. Ridgeview be over there. Maybe. Yeah. That could be Ridgeview there, yeah, because we're gonna wind around. Because the distance to get to Lake County is...
This is a sharp turn, my love.
But it's not wet or anything. You're fine. Just go a little slowly. Anyway.
Yes.
The distance between here and Lake County is not that far as the crow flies, but, obviously you see here. Now that right there, I don't know if you can see it from the camera. That's native water right there.
Okay, but you know what this is? This is like going to get stuck in the sand.
No, this is like the Dukes of Hazzard.
Oh! I just slid. Did you feel that?
Yeah. Drift a little bit. Come on.
No.
Come on. Have some fun. This is my boring life.
I have a nervous
I know. That's why we're doing this. It's fun.
We're going to find a bathroom after this.
If you look over to the side there, that is the Cemex sand mine. You should go all the way over there. That's the there's like big plots of land back here. That's the Cemex sand mine, which that clearly is. When I first came back here, I thought they were digging the route for the new road. That's not what they're doing. They're mining for sand, and they found some. So that's the good news. And Southern Hill Farms right there. But so how the East-West Orange Lake Connector Expressway Valencia whatever. I'm calling again. How that all connects. We'll see. I'll put a map up on the screen that shows it. It's hard when you're on this road to sort of focus and figure out where are we relative to where everything else is. Mm-hmm. So right now we're headed west. So we're headed straight toward Lake County right now, but then the road's going to wind around again.
Where's this? This takes us out to 27.
27, just a little further north of where the original Schofield was.
So not the Schofield where it was originally.
Right. So let's talk about growth. One would think... Huh?
It's falling
Oh,
again.
jeez. What is that? I tightened that up, but it's like it doesn't want to tighten up. There it goes. Maybe I tighten
up.
Tighten up. You tighten up. You tighten up.
You tighten up.
Okay. You are. Okay, anyway. I can't even do it because you're driving like a maniac. Okay, anyway. I think I tightened it up.
Okay.
Growth. Anyway. Growth.
Yes.
So you would think we're in real estate, right? So I think sometimes people perceive that in real estate, we want as many new houses as possible. We want this all to be houses because then we can sell lots of houses. Would that be correct?
No.
That makes us sad because look at this.
It's beautiful. And, there's going to, and thinking about this beautiful piece of land and the development that is sure to come, whether or not it will be on all of it or on parcels of it, we don't know all of that yet because it just will depend.
Yeah.
But there's already a lot of growth happening. Olympus, we've already talked about multiple times, coming out to this area in general, which is going to promote more growth.
Right. And this is essentially Wellness Way that we're in right now.
Yeah. But it's, it does. It makes us sad, It's...
The one that kills me, the one, you know what it is. What kills me? What's the thing we see that just kills me?
Oh, well, we've actually mentioned that before. Is the orange groves, right? It's like we drive by,
or just any trees. They just pile them up, burn them.
Well, but it's almost worse than that because it's like you drive by one day and it's a grove, and then you drive by the next day and they're all uprooted and just laying on their side.
Yeah.
And then the next couple of days you see them all in a pile going straight. Right?
Going straight. Yeah.
And they're just burning them, and that's it's just sad.
So the thing that, and so, and you can tell us in the comments if you want to, how you feel about all that. It's very easy to say, well, no growth. It's very easy to say, all the growth you can have. The truth is in between that, the people that own this property, this is the way it works, if they choose to sell it.
Right.
The next week we're going to drive you through the Avalon Rural Settlement, which has some very specific zoning laws to sort of protect the land, but not without controversy, not without some people saying, no, we want to build more on this. So now we're going north now, and it's like, so we go north a long way. So like really Clermont and everything is over there.
But look at this.
Orange
Doesn't
County's
this
over
remind
there.
us of like Wales?
It does.
We were in Ireland and...
Yeah, and we probably told that story last time we took the bumpity bump, but this was how we drove through the entire nation of Wales. The entire country of Wales, I guess I would say.
Oh my gosh, it's beautiful.
It was so beautiful, but then, it was half this width and two-way traffic.
Oh.
So I pulled over on the side in the middle of Wales, not knowing where we are. I literally not knowing where we are, and got stuck. So that was not. Actually, I was going to say it was not great. It was great. It's like
you should show the picture.
I will.
It's on the back of our album.
It was the thing of the It was sort of the event of the trip in Wales. But that's the memory that we made. So, anyway, so you can let us know how you feel about growth in the, you know, what, but, you know, should doesn't really apply, unfortunately, these days. The thing I can tell you that exists on the plan, I'll put the map on the screen. You can see in the middle of that expressway, there is an off-ramp. Okay? There's an off-ramp to a road that runs north-south through here. So if there is an off-ramp, we're fine. What?
Just so bumpy.
Oh, yeah. If there's an off-ramp, you know what happens, generally speaking. If you've seen the Disney movie Cars, you know what happens when they build an off-ramp up the road. That means they're expecting growth to be there. So some of this will be developed. Who knows what happens to the Cemex sand mines if they just keep mining sand there? They clearly have. They struck dirt.
Yeah, right?
They struck dirt at the sand mine. So I'll throw out here. So Amy, talk to me about the color of this road.
Oh, right.
I think people might think this is unusual, and it doesn't. It's not unusual to us anymore. But what is that?
Well, so it's actually interesting because I was just out in Mineola the other day.
I know you knew about this. I knew that you'd know about it.
Yes.
Okay.
So I was out in Mineola a couple days ago. I had 2 pre-drywall walkthroughs within the same community, just a couple of home sites down, and we were actually talking about the dirt. So in Florida, it's pretty much very, very, very sandy.
Yep.
However, in some of the more hilly areas, it's more clay.
Yep.
And we were talking about that when it comes to grading your home site and the water runoff. And one of my clients was saying, yeah, we were out here the other day in one of those torrential thunder boomers, and you see the water just flushing on down the street because it had already drained off of the home sites because it was sandy and it was just gone. But on the other side of that same community,
yikes.
It's a little bit more hilly, and so there's a little bit more of a clay dirt, and that requires a different type of grading. And so that's why it's kind of important to know that you have, structural engineers, environmental engineers, I don't know if that's a thing, but all of these people have everything to do with the build process of your home, including what kind of soil is it being built on, soil compaction test, the grading of it properly. So this is a little bit kind of, I think, a blend between the sand and the clay. Like back there, it was a little bit more red.
Yep.
Here we're getting a little bit, it's.
When they dug our pool, they were like, it was like hardened chalk.
Yeah.
Was our stuff,
weird.
which didn't make us feel great.
No.
They were like, I don't know, it's built on chalk. But I'm sure it's fine. Anyway, so I have a horrible, horrible dad joke that Ed, our friend Ed, Brian's dad, will appreciate.
Okay.
So we're on this clay path. By the way, I'm gonna tell you right now, this is a horrible joke. But this is what happens when you get a little older. You get these jokes into your head, and they have to get out. So I'm gonna say it.
Okay.
So we're on this path. The road is going bump, 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 bump. If we're really like on this clay road, if this makes us really sore tomorrow, what will we be? Clay Aiken.
Oh my God.
That was horrible. I know, it's awful. I feel like I'm going to issue a written apology. That's horrific. And most people are like,
who's Clay Aiken?
Clay Aiken? American Idol.
They may not even know that Clay Aiken is a person.
Right. Clay Aiken's a person. That was on American Idol.
Clay Aiken.
Clay Aiken. I couldn't.
Did you come up with it?
I did. It wasn't funny.
Well,
I was like, your brain just goes, okay, what's a joke about clay? It's dumb. Really dumb. Okay. Anyway.
All right. Are we there yet? Are we there yet?
I see the road. Yeah, so we're getting close. So we're coming to the end of 5 Mile Road.
Okay.
So that was our drive. This one's not quite as scenic as the other drive where you go through the...
Yeah.
There's a lot more like water and fields and we didn't see any cows.
But I still think this is just lovely.
We might not quite be there yet, by the way. It's in the distance, but we may have to go that way and that. I'm not sure.
Yeah. One thing I want to talk about, we're talking about the trees. So I will say, look at all of these beautiful, established trees.
Please preserve them.
Now, I will tell you that the builders do absolutely try to preserve these more mature trees. If it's a tiny one, it's probably going to come down. But there have been a lot of home sites, and some of which my clients have chosen specifically because of the view of a tree behind it.
A specific tree. Our son-in-law and daughter, the lot they picked, there is the most gorgeous tree.
Right. And
out in the back.
It's actually technically part of conservation.
Right.
And while this may not be considered conservation, I will tell you that many times the builders will do their best. You know, if there's a beautiful, magnificent tree literally right in the middle of that plat of land, then they're going to remove it.
Right.
But if there's a way that they can keep it there, they will. You know, does that prohibit you from maybe building a pool or maybe some other things you might want to do? Who knows? It just depends on where Mother Nature decided to drop those seeds and create that beautiful tree.
And with smaller trees, the general rule is if you take out a tree, you've got to add a tree back. Is that true?
Well, it
depends on HOA, or is that?
Yeah, D.R. Horton does that a lot.
Okay.
They really want to maintain a specific amount of greenery.
Okay.
But I think that's a good rule in this world. You know, one of my favorite musician, and we did make it. Woo!
You're gonna end up want to go back that way, so just.
I'm not like making a U-ing, am I?
Up there further. This is 27.
No, but I'm not going back down the same road.
No.
So,
Yeah, it wasn't as much fun as I wanted it to. Okay, that was better.
Oh.
It wasn't as much fun because, so you got to go up there and make you.
Yes.
It wasn't as much fun on this drive as I thought it was going to be because it was. I should have waited until it rained.
Oh gosh, no.
No, I
wouldn't have done it.
When I came back through here, I totally interrupted your thought. I'm sorry.
You did. It's okay.
But when I came back through here, my truck was covered in red clay because it had rained recently. But I wanted to test it and make sure everything was going to be safe.
Gotcha.
But anyway, so it was terrible, and so I thought it would be harder for you today. I'm disappointed. You did well.
I did well.
Darn it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm sorry. Do you remember what you were talking about before?
I do.
Okay, do it.
Oh, you were just talking about replacing trees.
Oh, yeah.
And I was just going to say my favorite musician, Jason Mraz. I don't know if he still does this, but I know that he's very, very, very earth conscious. And
yes.
To my understanding, like when they have to tour, you know, to kind of replace some of the emissions and things like that it costs to get them to do what it is that they do.
Yes.
They try to reimburse the earth.
They plant trees and stuff at every place.
Wherever they go.
At least they did do that.
Yeah.
He has an avocado farm.
Yeah.
So he's
Good
a farmer.
Guy.
Yeah.
Good guy. All right.
In theory.
Are we
I
done?
mean, we don't know him, but he seems nice.
Well, yeah.
We've met him. He seems very nice.
Yes.
He's from Richmond, where our son lives. Anyway, yeah, we can be done. So join us next week at the Avalon Rural Settlement. Join us Monday mornings for coffee time.
Yes.
Like
have coffee time again this morning.
Yes.
This morning. Whatever day it is.
Yeah.
On Monday.
Yeah. Like and subscribe. We appreciate that very much. If you do, that helps us a bunch. And we'll see you next week driving through the Avalon Rural Settlement. We're probably going to be wearing the same clothes we're wearing now because we like these outfits so much.
We like them so much.
Or we're going there right now. It could be one of those two things.
Stay tuned and find out. All right, guys. As usual, please stay safe. Stay well. Remember, we love you. We really, really do. Happy house hunting.